Wow, that was fast, which has apparently already found me. Jeez, that was fast. Well, it's been almost 20 seconds. But still, that was fast. Okay, Twitch and YouTube both live. The chat's up here. Continue through my regular first launch stuff that I've yet to do. Because I have just launched the game today. I haven't been up that long, to be fair, either. Oh, man. 20% credit boosters. Oh, man. I'm gonna be honest, I am mildly tempted just to see if I can get some of the other ships, but there's really nothing in this container that matters to me. Plus, I don't really have the money. Like, I don't think any of the remaining ships I really care about. If, like, Bajé was in here, then maybe, but it's not. Now, I will probably be doing something a little odd while I'm playing that will cause the audio to die occasionally. I am currently in the process of trying to get a decent gauge as to how much fire damage actually matters. I might actually put that testing on hold for the stream. I'm not actually sure yet. It'll depend on how many people even show up. Because if there's basically no one watching, then I'm not going to feel bad about y'all only hearing my voice for a while. Currently, as of the 7 battles I've recorded so far, which 6 are Golden Lion, 1 was Baltimore, which I might cut out of the testing, but that Baltimore game was better than one of the Golden Lion games, so it would make the numbers look worse. Currently 14% of my damage has been fires. From a 20% fire chance main gun, 39% fire chance bombs. And I've been hitting a good number of both. I've yet to figure out what the average fires per battle are. I don't purely use HE. I am putting this into a more practical sense. I'm not just spamming HE. Because that's not really a fair way of measuring how much high explosive damage, well, how much fire damage actually comes from realistic numbers of fires. Honestly, Golden Lion starts a lot of fires firing, well, nothing but AP just by dropping these bombs on things. Like, it's just a thing. But yeah, currently it's 14%, and that's rounding up. It's actually 13.9 something. Like, it's basically 14%. Which, you know, I'm not the best player. I'm pretty average. Let me come over here to my summary and find Golden Lion. But when you're putting that average on literally this, if only 14% of my damage done is with fires, that's not a huge amount when you compare it to what I'm dealing. It's still impactful. It's still, you know, around, I think, 10 or so thousand damage. I think it was like 13,000? No, it seems a little high. It's an impactful amount on average. But I might actually just pop into the detailed results screen so I can screen cap later. I might actually just do that. It'll be a little more seamless for people. I am thoroughly enjoying Golden Lion, though. It is definitely a huge upgrade. Oh, for John DeWitt. I only played 12 battles in it, and those 12 were more than enough. I have had the John DeWitt experience. I don't need it anymore. And I have still yet to get a single win in Petri. I need to just accept I'm not very good in Petri. But I don't want to just accept that. Where is MSI Afterburner? That should be launched, but it isn't. Hold on. Is it like open in the tray? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to try and keep an eye on my MSI Afterburner because I am running a mild overclock on my 1650. So, though it doesn't appear to have actually saved that overclock, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. Right, yeah, I didn't save it. I just applied it. That would be why. So I guess I don't really need to worry. It saved the fan speed, though, which should keep my computer running a bit longer while streaming. I'm going to be putting that to the test today, too. It's been like, geez, what? Like, almost 7 minutes? Let's get into a battle already. I will say, I've been watching various Linus Tech Tips videos recently. And they did one rather recently at the time of this stream. It's a stream, dating it doesn't really matter. Where they basically built the ultimate, like, low latency build with, like, the highest refresh rate monitor on the market with the fastest, like, reaction time mouse and all that to basically have as low input time as possible. Like, they even had a keyboard that literally they could program to be like 0.1 millimeter of pressing it activated a key. It was also an analog keyboard, so that literally the further you pushed in the key, the more it impacted the button press. Wow, my loading time is slower without the overclock. I might actually put it back on. Live overclocking. Right, and I should change the voice from Cleveland to standard. Oh, it's a carrier game. Cool. I'm going to try and tuck up next to this island, or maybe this island. Basically just trying to play a semi-central position. Bit of a shame the carrier isn't coming this way. Especially because I don't think he would know I was here. I am thinking this island might be better. But I'll nestle up here just so I can more easily support into A. Ooh. You're pushing pretty fast.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Attention, reporting the target position. Enemy cruiser detected.
I think I actually didn't lead him quite right. Oh no. 6 hits. 2 pens.
Awaiting instructions. Good game, everyone. I owe you one.
Oh, he immediately moved out of my range. Oh well. That Schlieffen so dead. I don't mind taking these little love taps.
Warship. Enemy battleship detected. All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Requesting assistance.
Yeah, he
All
moved.
stations, requesting fire on
That's a bummer.
designated target. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Awaiting instructions. Airborne.
I need to get my bow around the edge of the island. Gonna load up AP.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. Enemy destroyer sighted.
I may not have prevented the attack, but that Midway felt that. And that's what's important.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Awaiting instructions. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. Airborne.
Ah, he didn't beat Troy thought he was going to. No. He tricked me. No one's really within range of me. I can't really do much from here. Yeah, I need to just move.
Our team has taken the lead.
What could be up here? It's the Dalarna. Okay, so
All forces, capture that.
European DD.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Yeah, you see how the enemy Midway has just not come back? That is the point of an AA build. Yeah, with that hand over there, yep. Here's the little guy.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
That's probably gonna miss.
Reporting the target position.
Bugger. He's unspotted. That ain't good.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Aiming out how I love thee. Well, not aiming out, turning out. Yeah, aiming out. I can already tell if, like, a lot of people see this. It's gonna be, oh, aiming bug, aiming bug. No, that was I turned out. That was I juked the aim assist that's built into literally every shot you fire. He didn't even try again. Mecklenburg did. Really wish our midway would go and find that Delarna. Oh, there's a fire. That Mecklenburg is about to shoot me. He has no reason not to. Other than his guns aren't pointed this way. Pretty sure Clausewitz has, torpedoes.
The ship is on fire.
Hey, a fire!
Awaiting instructions. Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir.
I want to be turning away from the Satsuma. Because once again, that's how you juke the aim assist.
The ship is on fire. All stations defend that area. Teammates, I need your support. Our victory is in sight. Enemy battleship detected. Awaiting instructions. Enemy destroyer detected.
Well, I got him with 3
Problem
bombs.
solved, sir. Enemy battleship detected.
Damn it. Ah, Condes are annoying to fight. It's just so much high explosive spam. I mean, I don't want to give the guy crap, because he is doing alright, but if that Iowa had pushed up a bit faster and could have given me some fire support, he's focused on the Satsuma. Of course he is. Why not shoot at the cruiser, who you could probably dev strike? Now you gotta shoot at the Satsuma at long range. I mean, the Conde's long range too, but less long range. You wanna turn your guns? Do you feel like it? He is just gonna keep spamming you. Oh, now you're reversing. Okay. Ah, okay. I can't imagine the fire damage is going to be too much from that because, like, that's the thing. Fire damage is entirely dependent on RNG and your opponent not just repairing it. Is oh, there it is. Like, even though something like Lion, you're still fully dependent on that 48% fire chance to start a fire. Like, it's just not really reliable. I kind of want to just keep playing Golden Lion, so I'm going to need to wait for that battle. I should have just stayed and watched. I feel bad kind of complaining about teammates, though. That Iowa was very tunnel visioned, though. He could have been shooting at the Conde, but no, Satsuma. Because that makes sense. I mean, Satsuma is bigger, but, like, the Conde was what was killing him. Like, Conde is what killed me. I mean, no, the Conde didn't get the killing shot on me, but it is what killed me. Hmm. Do I have any of my unplayed ships that I would take out for a lull? I mean, not really. I could hire a captain for Harlem and take it out. I liked Harlem. I noticed a lot of people don't like Harlem, but I actually didn't mind it. The reload sucks. Don't get me wrong. 15 seconds on 9 203s sucks. Endract is so much better. It's more firepower, but Harlem's pretty alright. Jeez, there was only 3 of them left. How much longer can that battle take? To have active updates, I would have to, my test I've been running, I'd actually have to input all the numbers again. I will say, while I'm sitting here, because I saw Potato Quality doing a video on... It should be... Oh, it isn't right here, because it's not for sale right now, I don't think. Unless it's in the premium shop itself. Does not look like it. Doesn't want to load. No, it isn't. The Sun Yat-sun. I think it's Sun Yat-sun. The new Pan-Asian battleship. This'll tell me. Yeah, don't buy it. It's not out yet. You can literally only get it through, the Twitch Prime stuff at the moment. So, like, if you can get it for free through that, alright. You would have literally been better with the other 2 ships, so that was Wargaming giving you a big FU. Um, but, you know, it's not the worst. I think it's actually in the news, the ships you can get. Yeah, it's right here. Sun Yat-sen. That's it. Key and Weimar are far better. I actually kind of wish you could just claim this no matter what. Like, literally, the rarest reward. This is a 6-gun, 457 armed battleship that is very confused. Basically, well, I suppose the best way to put it is it's a Wami minus a turret that's less accurate, but with slightly bigger guns and far fewer secondaries. Like, it has the American secondary accuracy, but standard tier 9 range. So, in other words, you know, shorter range than this. That's a tier 8, because this has enhanced range. But it has 6 double turrets of 152s that, albeit, have the 152 pen of cruisers, so they pen 30 millimeters. I clicked on the wrong ship because they look the same. But you know what else pens 30 millimeters? Hey. Awami's 100 mils. These also fire 2 seconds faster and have the same range. Plus, you have some 152s that, you know, you're only going to reliably having one firing, but hey, it's extra firepower. Oh, 155. That has less pen, but the less pen doesn't so much matter, because if you're going to build a secondary build, you're going to want IFHE. And where this is a 155, it pens 32. So, you're set, no matter what. Like, Awami is just better for a secondary build. I'm obviously not going to put a secondary build on it. I don't have that kind of silver laying around, or a spare captain. Like, I legitimately don't think I have... Okay, I suppose I have Mogami's captain I could do it with. Wouldn't be very good, but I could. Okay, for my own data collection, 14,000. I dealt more with the airstrikes themselves. And that's over 6 fires. So... that's 2,487 damage per fire. That's about an AP pen per fire. Like, okay. I am almost to that. I'm closing in. I mean, it's closing in on the end of the dockyard. I say I'm closing in. I'm not far from... not terribly far anyway from Repulse, but I don't think I'll be getting her. I might have to, if I really want her, just buy her down the road. Because she'll definitely be available to just purchase down the road. I don't know if I have it in me to grind all of the stages I'm missing in, like, the less than a week I have left. Wrong thing. I can click right buttons. 6 days, yeah. I don't think I have that in me. I just don't. Because this is 3 more stages, so completing this would be... put me at 10. I need 19. So that's 14, 18. One of these would be 19. I think. Unless I'm mathing wrong. Yeah. I don't think I've got that in me. I would say Awami is far better as a gun build. Which is also a thing to note. Like, Awami with her 8 410s does have a slightly longer reload than Sun Yat's, whatever, the Pan-Asian one, Yat-sen. Yeah, Sun Yat-sen. But with reload mod, with a full gun build, your reload is about 1.7 seconds longer, but you have 2 extra guns, and they're more accurate. And the bonus to these being, well, the 155s aren't great rate of fire, but the 100s being a good rate of fire, is 1, you have an extra 100mm per side over Yatsen's just 3 152s. But they fire 2 seconds faster at base, meaning you could hybrid build Awami and still be comparable. You could ignore this. You don't need this. And you could take this for the extra range and, you know, get your 10.5 kilometer secondary range on a ship with 22 kilometer range, which is another thing Awami has up on Yat-sen, is more range. Awami also has torpedoes. And while the bow is kind of weak, you've got good deck armor, decent belt armor. And while you still have a bit of a cheek, it's not as pronounced as Yamato. So you can indeed angle this ship. And you have good fire angles to boot. Like, these guns have pretty good fire angles. Awami's just a nice ship. Now I've talked a lot about Awami, let's play Golden Lion some more. I believe this would be Gulden Liu, I believe. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. If anyone feels like correcting me in the future, go ahead. I want to pronounce things properly. But yeah, with fires, you're entirely relying on the enemy not putting out the fire to get damage. Like, yes, in a competitive scene, people will sometimes let fires burn. Especially if they're still being shot at. They will let that fire burn if it's only one fire, because it's one fire. It doesn't deal a huge amount of damage. They will not just let one flood run, because floods not only last longer, but they deal more damage, and they also slow you. They hurt your maneuverability, they slow you down. Floods are awful. But fires, they will tend to let burn. Random players will not just let a fire burn. They will put it out. And it's really annoying. So I'm loading HE for this, definitely. I want to position myself against that island. Or, no, this island. This one. I should be able to reach over to A. And I should be able to also support B.
Let's give them a hard time.
Ik heb een boek waarin staat wie stout is geweest. Ik heb ook een boek waarin staat wie dit gevecht gaat winnen. Niet bij de hand doen nu.
I wish I knew what he was saying, but, you know. I don't... I don't speak that language. I do not speak probably Dutch. Yeah, the important thing to note with Golden Lion is this is 13-kilometer range, which is a whole kilometer extra over John DeWitt. That kilometer makes a huge difference, because it equates to basically a 2-kilometer extra range off of each side. Because I get a kilometer that way and a kilometer that way. So, like, I can drop bombs on where they would be over there. All for the low price of having 0.3 worse concealment. And bigger guns. With a faster reload. Nah, there's no way I'm going to land that on him.
Get back! Teammate, I need your support.
And 3 non-pens. And see, that's a case of he basically immediately put out that fire.
Teammate, I need your support. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Enemy cruiser sighted.
There we go. That should be a semi-permanent fire. I'm getting stuck on all the underwater geometry, but, you know. Hopefully that means he's going to take quite the amount of damage. Hopefully. Oh, that's unhealthy for me.
I need support. Awaiting instructions.
Thankfully, I've got an icebreaker. He can't just brainlessly overmatch me everywhere. Thankfully.
Torpedoes, direct front. The ship is on fire.
If he aims up, that's when it starts to hurt. I need to put those fires out.
Problem solved, sir.
I'm going to hydro.
The ship is on fire. Thanks. Our team has taken the lead. That's how it's done.
I'm dead. Hopefully he'll think his secondaries can finish me. Hopefully I can go unspotted.
Problem solved, sir.
Crap. I'm dead.
The ship is on fire. Awaiting instructions. Job is done. Our victory is in sight.
There I go. Nah, and I missed. That was not good for my health. What happened to our car first? Why is he dead? What killed you? Did he die to the Smolensk? How? I was not paying any attention to the car first. Go, Yoshino. No, Yoshino. Yoshino. There's a Smolensk right next to you. Your high explosive, I think, can literally citadel him. Like... Go, noob tubes, I'm assuming. I'd hope they're noob tubes. They're really the only torpedo worth using on Yoshino. They might hit him. If they are noob tubes, he definitely knows they're coming. Aww. So close. Go, Elbing. Show him AP. Show him what's supposed to happen when you get AP'd in a cruiser. Oh, if he had only been a little more patient, that Smolensk could have stayed in. And yes, those are noob tubes. It's another win. I mean, 90k damage with 1.4 potential is not bad, given what we ran into. Like, we came face to face with an Ohio at 9 kilometers. Most cruisers aren't living that. I think this Yoshino is pretty new to using noob tubes. You want to aim for where they're going to turn, not where they are. That's how you noob tube. Like, you don't follow the indicator, because that indicator is no help to you. Purely on account of whoever you're firing your noob tubes at are going to see them coming. They are literally surface spotted from like 2 kilometers away. So... Wow, communication? Wait, what is going on over here? Did everyone just abandon our Vermont to fight a sub on his own? Oh, you poor Vermont. I mean, shame on the Vermont for coming over this side on his own. Like, even if he spawned over here, he should have turned into the center of the map. But he is going to have no damage.
Victory is in sight.
I don't even see any pings or anything. I wish I could see what that Vermont is seeing. I still really wonder if at the correct height, if subs can be hit by deep waters. Go, Vermont! You got this! Why do you have AP loaded? You're hunting a sub! What are you doing? Why? Why would you load AP? Load the HE. Crush him. Yeah, that Yoshino was screwed. Guys, shoot the sub. Wooster. Wooster, you could have just shot him. And now it's just chase the Shima. I mean, the Vermont got the sub. I really wish I didn't come face to face with that Ohio. And there's the weakness of the Wooster radar. That Wooster is spotted. He should really just be turning, heading the other way. Like, Wooster has the range that he could just back off. He doesn't need to chase him. These bombs are so strong on paper, but in practice are just kind of meh. No shit. He kind of has to be up there. Well, he doesn't have to be. He could be over this direction. Which I imagine he might have gone. Torp angles are better if you can fire them from the side. That Shima will have like one more reload before points. Yep, he went this way. He also really thought that Wooster was gonna turn. He's not using noob tubes, so he's not far. He's using the 12s. And it's over. Second from the bottom. 20k damage from 3 fires. It's about 6,000 damage each. 6 and some 100 numbers. I think. Somewhere around there. Might even be close to 7,000 each. Yeah, a lot of that, like my score being low, even though I had kind of respectable damage. Not great, but not terrible damage. A lot of that was just I only damaged 2 ships. And where your score is based on the percentage of damage you deal, where I only damaged 2 ships, both of them were battleships, I did less than 100% damage of 1 ship between the 2 of them. My cat really wants attention. But yeah, I'm going to quickly be right back. I'm going to go grab some coffee, see what my cat wants. So, going to be back in a few moments. I'm back. I just realized I also forgot to click back into the thing, so there was no sound for while I was gone. Whoops. Claim my dockyard reward. Hey, it's a Santa's big gift container. Ooh, that could be something shiny. I'm gonna open it. Something shiny. The balloons are shiny. That's nice. I will take 1,500 doubloons. I could turn around and buy 2 Lunar New Year containers. I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend that at all. I'm actually checking something really quick. Yeah, that's almost enough for... Oh, that is enough for Smith. About half of the cost of a tier 5. It's like, that's not bad. Mikasa is... like, key feature. The only tier 2 battleship with a repair party. She's just the only tier 2 battleship. With a coupon, I can almost afford her. Mikasa's cool. I hope to one day actually be able to visit the Naval Museum, Mikasa. She is a museum ship, thanks to the British. I think basically everyone is appreciative of the British for that. Like, for some reference, the Americans wanted to take Mikasa. Oh, it's not going to show the information here. But Mikasa, which was literally a World War One, pre-World War One battleship, and test nukes with her. Like, what information could you have garnered? Like, yes, she's still afloat. That's because they were taking care of her. But, like, there was nothing you could have gleaned from dropping a nuke next to Mikasa and seeing how she reacts. Like, no one was gonna build dreadnoughts. No one would have even thought to build a dreadnought to counter a nuke. The Americans should have known that firsthand, that, you know, especially because missile technology had advanced so much by the end of the war, it was obvious battleships were not the way forward anyway. There's literally no point testing a nuke on a battleship, and yet the Americans did. And, you know, even heavy cruisers, like World War II style heavy cruisers, it was mostly irrelevant. No one was going to build a ship like that anymore. They're too expensive. And that testing the Americans did at Bikini Atoll robbed us of a potential Prinz Eugen museum ship, Nagato museum ship, many American museum ships. There could have been multiple New Mexico class museum ships. But nah, they nuked them. Literally the most wasteful thing they could have done, they did. Well, I can get to the island I want to get to. I have a Regiolo over here. Or Regolio? Regolio. Regolo? I don't know. An Italian boy. Oh, it's arms race. Okay.
Fijne feestdagen. Tijd om de vreugde
I'm gonna load
te
HE.
brengen. Kom op, mijn
Because,
oude
like, if he
stoomboot
can
is
find
klaar.
the enemy DD, he can kill it. And he can kill it faster if I help him. And I help him better by firing high explosive. It still amazes me, 20% fire chance, and I'm getting barely any fires from them. Like, hey, we're gonna have 2 radars over here. I'm fairly confident I can protect him from the Audacious. If the Audacious even bothers coming over here. I'm trying to position myself to be his AA screen. Okay, yeah, it looks like the Audacious is going after the gearing. Because the gearing has its AA on.
Awaiting instructions. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I'm gonna Hydro up just to play it safe.
Torpedoes, direct front. Enemy battleship sighted.
Oh, that Audacious is moving. Wish I would have saw him before dropping those.
Requesting fire on the designated target. Enemy destroyer detected.
Because I could literally have dropped on him. His deck would have shattered so much of that, though. Ow.
Awaiting instructions.
If I could get eyes back on that Yamato, that would be nice.
Enemy aircraft.
I don't want to waste those on him. It's looking nice.
Enemy cruiser detected.
There's one fire. Aircraft.
Torpedoes to starboard.
That's gonna hurt.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Hold breach. We're taking on water quickly. Problem solved, sir. Awaiting instructions.
Bugger.
Enemy battleship detected.
20% fire chance, my ass. Thanks, Yamato. Sorry, little guy, but he needed to die. Our Puerto Rico's gonna die. The enemy team's been far more aggressive and thus has far more buffs. I mean, look at those schmucks down there. Like, what are they doing?
Enemy aircraft carrier detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Those probably won't hit because he's accelerating, but, well, no, he's reversing. So those might actually hit. Had about the effectiveness I was expecting. But, you know. I love Audacious. I shouldn't complain about the thing.
Enemy aircraft carrier sighted. Awaiting instructions. The ship is on fire.
No. Bugger. Oh, 2 more bomb hits. Gonna put that fire out.
Problem solved, sir. Awaiting instructions. Enemy cruiser detected.
Yeah, sorry, little guy. He was legendary captain.
Awaiting instructions. All stations, proceed to capture that area.
I don't think those are gonna hit, but nah, I should let those a little more.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. Awaiting instructions.
Well, 2 fires for him to immediately put out. No! I mean, he died to the torpedoes, but... It's not over yet. Like, Kleber is a good ship, but Salem is a Des Moines. He's dead, little buddy. Yeah, okay, we've got it. Stay dark, little Kleber. Well, I suppose you didn't really have much choice there. He didn't focus, though.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Pretty sure I saw his fighters over there. No, continue south. It's a conceal build. You're not gonna find him easily. There you go, Midway. It took him a minute. Definitely took him a hot minute to find the Audacious, but you know.
Position of a strategic target.
One thing to note, carriers don't get HP regeneration. Only on their squads. Which is almost worthless. That was a nice game. 38k with fires, which, I mean, seems good, but like, I had 180k damage total. So, like, it's not that big of a deal. It was more damage that I got off of my high explosive shells, but not the HE and bombs together. Like, over my testing that I've done so far, it is pretty definitive to say that it's not the fires that are killing you, battleship mains. It's the damage you're taking from everything else. Which, it isn't a very satisfying thing to say, but like, because I know a lot of people, and like, I'm predominantly doing this because I'm getting tired of hearing battleship mains cry constantly about fires. So I am going to. Oh, I don't remember which of these was what. I think this was. That seems too high. Yeah, this was 200. This was. Things might go a little wonky. I'm turning my overclock back on. Which, I remember the numbers, so yeah. It's not a big overclock. It's just a 200 megahertz core clock, 750 memory clock. So yeah, it's not a huge overclock, but it's what my 1650 can handle. I'm honestly a bit surprised it can even handle this, given it doesn't have a 6-pin. It legitimately doesn't. I basically have a laptop graphics card in my PC, because thanks, Dell. I am actually going to be upgrading my computer soon, which is kind of exciting. I say soon. It'll be in the first, like, quarter of this year. But that's soon. In my books. Yeah, I'm at 3 wins today. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm probably, with my computer upgrade, going to be going almost full AMD. Well, I am going to be going basically full AMD. Motherboard, GPU, CPU, it's all going to be AMD. I mean, the motherboard and CPU have to be. The GPU is going to be purely because it's just the best bang for my buck. I'm going to be getting a 6650. Which, performance-wise is a bit behind a 2060 Super, but costs less than a 2060 Super, and is also pretty modern. Ooh, this map. That side already has a cruiser. I don't want to, but I'll try to support the Thunderdome. There are only 2 cruisers. I'm going to try and keep a more central position. Keep forgetting that you can ping the map before things even start. Oh, it's another arms race. Yeah, it's probably good I stay over here. Like, support the Thunderdome. They could probably use the cruiser. Oh, it's 2 Maltas, I just noticed. Looks like I'll get to test my AA versus a Malta. The AA on John DeWitt is better. That is something that is just definite. I don't know if I want to use a defensive AA here. Nah, he's not. He's not close enough to justify it. I'm gonna circle around this little island. Yeah, I'll use it now.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Yeah, I was hoping that would finish off that squadron.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
That's something I like to see. I hope he gets within my bomb range.
Acknowledged. Torpedoes to port.
Only 4 hits, but still 10k damage. So, I'm gonna fire this back up.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Our Shima's dead.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. Awaiting instructions. Airborne.
Yeah, I didn't lead that quite enough. There you go, Balau. You can see him.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Hydro's down.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, I can repair. It's just about a full repair if it's not a full repair.
Awaiting instructions. Enemy battleship.
Nah, I can't drop that on him. That's a shame. No. Damn it.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted. Awaiting instructions.
Shima, I must formally object to your existence.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes, direct front. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. The ship is on fire. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes, direct front.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Yeah, I'm dead. And I completely missed the frickin' Shikishima. Bombs landed all around it. Man, some extra buffs would have been nice, team. Why did y'all have to let them get all of them? Like, Jesus. What are those torpedoes doing? It's like they actively went around the Rugamo. Okay. Not great damage once again, but I was attempting to try to prevent the Shima from taking that reload buff. Because a Shikishima, or really any of those, are a lot scarier with a reload buff. Yeah, I do need to step away again really quick, so I shall be back, and I will just leave you guys at this kind of view, though the BRB is going to cover most of it, but, you know.
In sight.
I return. My chair is being a little bit of a pain, sliding on its own. Oh, the problems of new chairs. I do think this is still potentially a loss. Like, our Stalin's probably about to take a big hit from the Malta. Just so close to a defensive AA expert. Yep, there's a pretty big hit. Stalin just does not have the DPM to really do much. They have all 3 repair buffs, so with a repair party running, there's no way a Gearing is killing a Kurfürst. Gearing would struggle under just repair party being active. Yep. Stalin's dead. Maybe not, because the Malta dropped on the Gearing instead of him. But like... We still have a chance. I'm not saying this is a definite loss, but... It ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. Yeah, I think the Puerto Rico might have just radared the Stalin. Or the Malta did just give in and torpedo him. I wasn't actually paying attention. What? A back row Kurfürst just got high caliber. He may not have been in the back row the whole time. But based on the damage he's taken, he might have been. Is this a pure gun build Kurfürst? Would be funny. And probably decently effective. Shiki might be dead. Oh yeah, Shiki's definitely dead. Made that Kurfürst feel it on the way out, though. Props to this division. Like, they're definitely... I mean, they're all in the same clan. They're definitely communicating. Which is a big part of why, you know, we've won. Because we've probably won at this point. Like, we're gaining points from the cap now, so...
Our team has taken the lead.
Our Malta might be about to die. So unless he takes manual control of his carrier, he is not autopiloting out of this situation. Nope, he's dead. Because submarines are very fair. Like, I know everyone complains about carriers, how overpowered they are. A carrier can't just delete you. That is the big weakness of carriers. They can't just delete you. Go, little daring, open fire. Oh, you can't. He's at 60.
I need intelligence data.
No, you don't. Battle's over. This is a bottom of the team kind of game. I can already tell. Oh, no, middle of the team. Wrong tab. 15k fire damage. From one fire, that's pretty nice. I've had some games where I've had literally like 12 fires and did about 8,000 damage. Like, it can be a real problem sometimes. I also apparently have a Twitch mission. I should grab that really quick. And almost a Twitch container. Wow. I will say, I am a little annoyed they're doing this update in 2 parts instead of just doing the update. Like, the argument is probably because of the holiday seasons, they couldn't get as much work done. So then just don't do as much for this update. We don't need every update to be bigger and better than, 12.0 could have just been the Japanese light cruisers coming into the tech tree, being researchable, coming out of early access, and Lunar New Year. And then just do, 12.1 at the beginning of February, which is basically what it's going to be anyway, because these are 12.1. Which I am kind of looking forward to getting my hands on these battleships. I like the hybrid battleships, and I like bombers. I specifically like the type of bomber that carpet bombs, which these basically do. Which I know, right there, I've probably pissed some people off, because how dare I like carriers. I just like them. They're not my most played class. That's very quickly becoming cruisers. And as a cruiser player, I have, yeah, I'm very quickly closing in on my number of battleship games playing cruisers. As evidenced, I'm kind of good in cruisers. At least I tend to win more playing cruisers. I haven't played many Minotaur games, but yeah, 11 with it, 11 with Golden Lion, 39 in Yamato, 39% with 36 battles. I'm not a great battleship player. That is just something I have come to, just come to terms with. I'm not a good battleship player. I'm decent in Republic because this is a cruiser. This is a cruiser with big guns. Marseille, I just haven't played all that much. Patrie is more of an actual battleship, and that's probably why I struggle so much. But you know what? Golden Lion here actually works as a pretty good demonstrator as to why Sun Yat-sen is a bad secondary boat. This number of guns. And they're in almost this configuration. Move this turret here, and you've got Sun Yat-sen's secondaries, except they're 152s. Like, you've got at max 6 guns that can fire off each side. That take 5 seconds stock to reload. I wonder if this will update. There we go. Gneisenau has better secondaries. because while they deal less damage, there's more of them, and they fire faster. And they have basically the same range. They also have the same stock reload. So if you're going for a secondary build on Sun Yat-sen, just be aware, this is what you're playing. Even down to having an icebreaker and you have a 32mm bow. The armor is still pretty comparable. You have a smaller superstructure, yes, because it's Sovietsky Soyuz. But, is that really worth spending money on? I don't think it is. I am keeping an eye on my temps. I'm actually running pretty cool. At least I feel I am. My graphics card's running at 62 degrees right now. 61 to 62. I mean, it doesn't have a 6-pin input, so it probably can't draw enough power to get much hotter. It's literally just running on what the motherboard can give it. Which is funny to me. I am doing remarkably well today. This is not normal for me. I did take the weekend off. So maybe that's it. I just avoided the bad players, and I'm catching the ones on Monday that are just stragglers. Haven't stopped playing yet. I am a little annoyed by these depth charges because, albeit, I will admit, I just skimmed the dev blogs. 4 bombs dropped, 2 charges. This looks like it should be depth charge drop. Now maybe I'm wrong. The one way to tell is let's check Hindenburg. Yeah, Hindenburg has 8 in 2. Like, the depth charge drops are a lot of bombs. Well, the ones that come off your back. The airstrikes tend to be few bombs. Yeah. Like, this is 2 bombs at 4,900. I'm like... I feel like I can't be blamed for just skimming and going, oh, they're getting drops. I thought they were. These would have been so much better if they were. And, like, anything's better than nothing. Credit where credit's due. Wargaming gave the Dutch cruisers depth strikes. Well, depth charges. But having depth charge airstrike would have been nice too. I get it shares a category with this, and that probably would have confused people. And that's a point where you change the depth charge airstrike to just the depth charges category instead of having it be an airstrike. And that solves the confusion because now all depth charges are in depth charges. Which also, I want to note, because I just thought of this. I thanked that Yamato earlier, and y'all might have been seeing the little icon pop up on my screen. This is a full AA build. That Yamato dropping its depth charges on me helped me reload my consumables. That's all he did. Depth charges don't damage ships. They should, but they don't. And also, I'm only running basic Commander XP because, like, this, I guess? Like, there's not really many more skills that would be all that useful to me. I mean, I guess that's only 1%. And doesn't affect my bombs. So yeah, that's doubly not worth it. could take a heavy HE. I don't know I'd want to crush my concealment, though. I mean, I might ultimately take these, but... if I do that, I can't take Superintendent, so it'll probably be that. Because, I mean, an extra repair party is an extra repair party. And, you know, if someone's close to me, then it's something. I should pop open these containers just because I can. How much coal do I have? I'm getting distracted a lot. I do apologize. 159. Okay. I'm closing in on being able to afford a steel ship. I think I can... yeah, I'm 281 off Valijo. Or whatever. Bad Wooster. I would not... I could not suggest to this ship. Like, 6.1 second on 10 guns. That's not totally accurate because I have reload mod on. These are the same guns. 6.5 on 12. The 2 extra barrels should make up the difference. And is even more of an argument against that ship, because I don't even think it has radar. Does it? Nope. No radar. No hydro. You are nothing but a DPM ship. I actually wonder. I'm not going to be able to hear y'all. Well, not hear y'all. See y'all for a second. And y'all won't be able to hear the game for a moment. But I'm going to come in here to World of Warships Fitting Tool, Cruiser, Seattle. Because that is a fair comparison. It's just I can't, you know, easily compare stats. Whoops. Keep both these open. Okay, so before any upgrades, I should just add both these to the compare tool. This website is really helpful. Like it's pretty neat. Okay. So, no ship upgrades, just the hull. Okay, there we go. Seattle has 243k DPM. Vallejo has 216k DPM. Seattle has 15.71 kilometer range. Vallejo has 15.68. Once we throw main battery mod 3 on here, Seattle goes to 276k. Vallejo becomes a Seattle and gets 245k. Like, I legitimately... yeah. Reload mod Vallejo has this basically the same DPM as stock Seattle. And this ship has no utility. None. There's no hydro. There's no radar. Those are both things you're giving up to play this light cruiser over just playing Seattle. And I get people don't like Seattle very much, but it's a tier 9 to tier 9. I will also say my goal for a steel ship is actually Plymouth. I like the idea of Plymouth. I want to get it so I can try it. Like, it is only, I think, a 9-kilometer radar, but still a pretty good ship. And its DPM isn't bad. It's better than Neptune, and Neptune has pretty good DPM. And there's really just no other steel ships that really speak to me other than FDR, which I don't want to play because I hate it. This is the most powerful aircraft carrier. But I also know from experience that while it is the most powerful, I hate how these planes handle, and I've never even touched them. You might be wondering how I would know that. It's because Saipan has apparently very similar flight characteristics from what I have heard. And I don't like Saipan. So I would hate this. I'd hate playing it, and if I got good at it, I would hate playing it still. Because FDR kills you. Whichever wargaming dev made FDR, like that did up these stats, was clearly an RTS CV main going, today I will make them remember. Like, thing is ridiculous. Shikishima doesn't really have a purpose anymore. It's just a nerfed, what is it called? The super ship. I don't remember. The Japanese super ship. It's the same guns, but the super ship has 2 extra guns and a gimmick. Burgoyne, I have Petri. I'll just play Petri. Incomparable looks fun, but eh. I have San Diego, which getting Austin would just make me wish San Diego was what they had proposed. I still don't understand how people thought that basically this ship, these guns at tier 8, with the same reload booster would have been weak. San Diego, in its first dev blogs, had Austin's reload booster. I want this. I want this ship with these guns. I think its sap dealt less damage, but still. I want this at tier 8. That would have been cool. Stalin is tempting, but I kind of want Plymouth. Mostly because people don't like it, and I tend to do well in ships people don't like. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, let me get that closed. So I can get all of my stuff back open. There we go. Did I? I think I already checked this. Yeah, because it was the one fire. It is going to be a fun experience to upgrade this computer. I say upgrade, I'm basically replacing every part inside of it except the power supply and my hard drive. I'm keeping my hard drive, but I'm adding an SSD. So, you know, I'm going to need to figure out how that one works. Like, it's going to be a fun experience. Because, like, I've never done that before. The most I've ever done is replace a graphics card. That's it. And that was in my old computer. Ooh, two brothers. While chilling over here, I can actually drop depth charges over there. Which is pretty nutty.
Let's give them a
I
hard
almost hit
De
scroll
tijd waarop ik
lock.
de cadeautjes niet met een vliegende slee rondbracht. Zo kwam ik op het idee
I
voor
keep
een
running into this
luchtballon.
guy. I think that's like the third or fourth time I've run into him. Oh, there's only one destroyer. Hmm. Oh, we have a Smolensk. That's basically a destroyer. It's easier dropping from that other side to over here, but... I'm actually going to tuck in this side and go around. That's probably going to miss, but... You miss 100% of the drops you don't take. Or not. That breast was, a bit clueless. Oh, I didn't realize this island turned like this. Oops. Oh well. I'm gonna bump the island. I should have taken it a little wider. Or I might not. Well, that's not healthy for me. Huh. We have no spotting over here.
Awaiting instructions. Enemy battleship sighted.
Nah, he's way too close. I didn't even look at the range.
The ship is on fire.
I'll put this fire out.
Problem solved, sir. Awaiting instructions.
Come on, icebreaker. Well, didn't need it. This team, at least over here, is just way too passive. That is our problem right now.
Attention. Reporting a target position.
And the Audacious is not doing really anything to help. Nah, I missed.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted. All stations. Protect the target. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Well, there goes all spotting.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, I'm dead. Passive team was passive.
The enemy is about to win.
Oh, I spelled result wrong. Doesn't matter. I almost got another defensive AA expert. Like, this lion has barely been shot at. It's almost as if he doesn't realize he's playing a battleship. Our Smolensk has been doing good, like... I'm gonna give him a +1. Like, he's been doing his best. Like... He was really the only one that was really trying on the frickin' A side, other than me. Like... And the sub, that pushed way too hard. Satsuma, that's the ship. Might get another close quarters expert. Yeah. If only he could have done that sooner. I'm not going to stay and watch that. It's just going to annoy me. It's my first loss for today. I'd rather not. I roll with the policy of the battle pass of if I reach the end, like all the way up here, if I reach this, I might upgrade. Especially where it will save me some XP and silver, but I can just rebuy Colorado. But, like, I also don't really play enough to reliably reach the end. I will say with this battle pass, I wish they would have made these 10 premium containers and put them down here and put this up here. Like, moved all the containers down here and moved these up here. Like, that would be better, because, like, this early access is still going to be a full, probably, like, 2 updates. Like, it probably won't come out of early access until, I can't remember my months. March? Yeah, it'll probably be early March before the battleships are researchable. So, like, they could just give that as the end of the battle pass. At the very least, my average damage is not going to go down from that loss. Well, it might, because I don't think I had 99k. So it'll be a small drop to my average damage. Yep, ship's back. Yeah, let's see. 5 fires, 11,000. Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, I suppose the Annapolis was dealing damage, but... Like... This lion. Just... I get it's a tier 9 ship in a super ship battle. But Lion has this this funny button. And I'll recall the commander so it's more accurate. Lion has this funny button right here, default T, that restores a lot of health. This repair party, per 1 usage, assuming you have enough to, repair everything. Let's see. 35,838. And you can have 4 of them. So, that's a maximum healing of 143,352 HP. You'll probably never get to use all of that healing, but you can have it. You also have, with this upgrade anyway, pretty respectable range at 21.1 kilometers, and have a spotter plane. That increases it further. You can fight from range in a super ship game if you need to. But you also have, while not the greatest health, you're literally healing over half of it per repair party. Your effective health is so much higher than any other battleship at tier 9. Your effective hit points rival tier 10s. Actually, they exceed tier 10s. You have no excuse to not try to tank. Like, yeah, that was a Patrie. Great job. You're literally using the best battleship guns at tier 9 for crushing him with high explosive. And can swap to AP if you need to. You have St. Vincent levels of HE DPM from ignoring the reload rate difference. Like, yes, I'm getting a little exacerbated here, but that's because Lion is a good ship. Like, obviously, I've not played that many battles in it because of the boosters I've got, but I've still played 21. Pulled a 71% win rate out and almost 100k average damage. Predominantly firing AP. Like, hence the, 0 kills by fire and flooding. It's because I've been killing things with AP. Like, and that's with this build. If you were sensible and went fire prevention, you'd live more than I do and probably manage more than I do. But, that funny button exists, so I have Furious. Because it's funny, and it goes with the funny button. Like, the British light cruisers have an excuse to not push, even though they have a super heal. And it's called not having armor. They just don't have armor. That's their problem. They're overmatched by, I think, 240s? They're not overmatched by 203s at tier 10, but I think they're overmatched by 240s. So, like, it's not really great for their health. I wonder if I'll get that submarine again. I mean, I can't complain about being 4-1. Like, it's a good win rate I've got running right now. No submarines at all. No, I was about to say there is a failed division on the enemy team, but no. That division's silly. 2 lions and an Iowa. I do have a nice island to tuck up behind, so I'll take that.
Fijne
Let's give them a hard
feestdagen.
time.
Tijd om de vreugde te verspreiden.
I
Kom
don't
op,
know.
Mijn oude stoomboot doet meer knopen
There's
dan
no way
mast.
their divisions are over here because they'd have to be central. Hello, DHE. I know I've already mentioned this once, but can I just say how silly it is that Golden Lions 280 whatever? It doesn't say. Does this say?
Let's give them a hard
283
time.
reloads faster
Let's give them
than the 240s on John DeWitt. Hey now. To play good. Don't make the Golden Lion get at you.
awaiting instructions.
Okay, their division is in the center. Oh, that's the 203 armed Iowa. Ooh, I'm spotted.
Awaiting instructions. Well done, Commander. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Dead ahead. Enemy destroyer sighted. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Annapolis, do you want a radar?
Torpedoes to starboard. The ship is on fire.
How do you not realize?
Astern. Awaiting instructions. Torpedoes astern. We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Problem solved, sir. Enemy cruiser sighted. Airborne.
This almost couldn't get more lost cause of a flank. That Prussian's about to kill me. All I can do is hope turning out saves me. And it locked back onto the Illinois. Thank you, game. My cursor totally wasn't over the Prussian or anything.
to port. Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Man, this is so fun. Ah.
Awaiting instructions. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern. Our team has taken the lead.
Nah, I won't.
I need intelligence data.
Like, that Delarna is going to kill that entire division of battleships, and there is nothing they can do about it. This is just over. We might have had a chance if the Vampire 2 and the Yugamo, rather than rushing for over here,
Attention. Reporting
used all of this open water over here to screen and get flanking shots. And if that Annapolis had not been stupid. Like, I do apologize if that person ever does see this stream or if they end up watching it right now. But my god, you barely have 2 brain cells to rub together. There was clearly no one who could spot you. There had to be a destroyer nearby. Like... And from literally right here where he died, had he turned this way, sailed over here, and then radared, he would have found the Delarna. But no, he basically sat in open water about here, just being shot. I guess the Delarna decided not to pull closer. Like, jeez. We might still win, but good god.
all stations. Reporting the position.
This is why I don't play Warships on the weekend. I know it's Monday. But, dear god. And, like, I'm not gonna look at the guy's stats. I don't want any of you to go do it either. Anyone who might be watching. Stat shaming is not big. It's not hard. It's just not. Like, just leave it. But man, did that guy not have any situational awareness. Like, Ironically, this is something I actually had just left a comment on a Linus Tech Tips video on their gaming setup with the lowest possible latency. Latency doesn't matter. Skill matters. Like, now this does change from game to game. In like a first-person shooter with headshot mechanics from any gun like CS:GO, yeah, latency matters to a degree because any single shot can kill you. It's basically just whoever can twitch fire first wins. Twitch fire first most accurately anyway. But in a lot of esports games like League of Legends, Dota 2, StarCraft, latency doesn't matter. Not really. There are some Grandmaster StarCraft 2 players on the Korean server that play from North America and routinely have 200 plus ping and are in Grandmaster on the Korean server. Like, a lot of people playing League of Legends and Dota that do well probably have 80 to 100 ping. Latency isn't what matters in a game like this. Situational awareness does. And a key way to improve your situational awareness in World of Warships, and really any game, is to reduce what you can hear from the game. Like in the case of Warships, if you want to still be able to hear the guns fire and stuff, change your captain to, like, your commander voiceover to one that you don't understand what they're saying. That way you can't rely on what the game is physically telling you. You can't be reactionary, you have to be proactive. You need to be looking around and seeing what's around you. You need to be going, okay, they can't see me. So, no one I can see has sight lines on me, but I'm spotted. There has to be someone nearby. From what I could tell from looking at that Annapolis playing, he was tunnel visioned. He saw the cluster of ships in front of him and went om nom nom. I want to farm them. Instead of actually stopping to pay attention to, wait, I'm spotted. Where am I spotted from? It can't be them. Maybe it's the direction that my teammate has already pinged, indicating there's something out there. Like, that vampire too could have, when I pinged in the distance, gone, oh, I should probably turn around and head that way to try to cut off whatever destroyer is going that way. Like, there's so many little things. And, like, that was the dream for that Delarna. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out top of their team. He didn't even seem particularly good based on the fact that he, launched those torpedoes against the... Well, he probably swapped to the 8-kilometer ones. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Still. He missed a Lion, which, albeit, is a pretty maneuverable ship, but... Having this thing on your flank sucks. Like... I'm pretty sure Delarna, with a full suite of upgrades, gets an extra 10% torpedo speed. That's nearly 100 knots. Because it'd be 8.6 times 2. So... be 17 extra knots. No, I think that'd be over 100. I should double check my math. before I just say numbers. 6 times 2. 103. At 10% speed boost, which I know doesn't apply as just 10% on that. It's 5% on the commander and then 5% on the ship, and I'm not sure what order they apply in, so it probably won't be a flat 10%. Because it's 5% on the 86, and then it would be 5% again. I think commander applies last. That would make sense. Because one of the upgrades is this, so this is always on the ship. This would be here first. Then the commander skill would come second. So... Wait, did I do 20% as well? It'd only be 8.6. Brain? Ah, I'm mathing wrong. But even at 8.6... 94. I was right. It is near 100. It's 94.6. Like, that is scary fast torpedoes, as we saw. Like... And I mean, Holland has the same torpedoes. I think they are literally the same. Yeah. But, like, having that on your flank sucks. The AA defense on this thing is also pretty nice. This thing can Fenyang stuff. I will say, for anyone using the Dutch cruiser, the Dutch. Yeah, I think these are Swedish, the EU destroyers. Any destroyer with a defensive AA and mid-range and long-range only AA. I don't know how well it works. Okay, it would definitely work on Holland. Hold off on opening fire with your AA guns until about 3.6 kilometers. 3.6, 3.7. Your flak can only spawn 3.5. It spawns the flak inside the attacking aircraft. So if you fire up the defensive AA, 300% of... yeah. It hurts. That's how I get such good numbers in Fenyang. Which, hilariously, I think has comparable AA numbers. Well, I say comparable. It's lower than I remember, but still. This is what Fenyang has. Yep, there's the defeat. Let me guess, Dalarna? Annapolis, Dalarna. Annapolis did more work, I guess. Meanwhile, our Annapolis. Wow. New ship syndrome, or that guy sucked. I can't tell. Probably new ship syndrome, because that's an actual clan. And this thing's a gearing. It's literally a gearing with an extra gun. I did start a fire. Well, 2 fires, 11,000. I shouldn't have mentioned my wins. Like, you can't really do that with Golden Lion, because you're detected from way too far away. You'd just be letting the carrier get too close. I kind of wish that, as much as I love this extra bonus to AA Defense and ASW Expert, I wish that this, rather than giving a 20% to ship consumable reload, gave 20% better air detectability. That way, you know, you could put it on a ship like this and reduce the air concealment to below your AA range. so that an aircraft carrier couldn't just hover outside of your AA range and get you killed that way. That is the biggest weakness to Golden Lion. You are detected from outside of your AA range by about 1.5 kilometers. Like, it hurts because the carrier doesn't have to deal with you. It just has to spot you so someone else can deal with you. Now, carriers tend to not be able to resist attacking a ship, but, you know. I'm still 4-2, so I'll take it. Like, I feel bad getting frustrated at teammates, but there was nothing I could have done there. Alabama and Bismarck. The fact neither of them are in a clan frightens me. I know you probably shouldn't judge people based on whether they're in a clan or not, but I do. Oh god, a Sun Yat-sen. Why? I mean, they probably got it for free, but still, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Let's give them a hard time.
Ze vroegen me steeds waarom ik de cadeautjes niet met een vliegende slee rondbracht. Zo kwam ik op het idee van een...
Like, another thing you can do in Warships is just increase the size of your minimap. Get it to a size where you feel confident that, one, it's not going to obscure your view too much, but also that you can reliably see it and see changes on it. I mean, the default size is like this. So, like, I think it's actually this one, but I think there's actually an in-game setting to make it change its opacity as well. Yeah, the background opacity. So you could literally set this to about here. There you go. Now your mini-map is quite big. It's not really a mini-map anymore. It's a decent-sized map. Oh, they're just pushing W. Okay. I mean, I don't like the mini-map being that big myself. I prefer about this size. Actually, I turn the opacity up a little bit. I won't put it back up to max. I actually, as you might be able to tell, I didn't actually go looking for that setting before. Let's see how I like this. But this is about the size that the mini-map was in StarCraft, so... like, the area it takes up on the screen. Ah, he turned. Smart.
Enemy battleship sighted. Awaiting instructions. Airborne.
I'm just trying to keep him out of the cap
All stations.
more than anything.
Concentrate fire on the target.
That's gonna hurt. Yep. Fair and balanced Stalingrad.
Enemy battleship sighted.
I mean, yes, I was broadside to him. I also had no way of knowing he was there until he fired. So that's not really a fair argument. That looks like it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, one fire. Will he let it burn? Yes. If I fire now, the incomparable will spot me. I can't help the Cleveland at the moment. I need that incomparable to get a little further away. Okay, it's safely out of range now. Now I just need to spot the Stalingrad again.
Enemy battleship sighted. Awaiting instructions.
This is where a carrier would be very helpful.
Awaiting instructions. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Aw. I got one hit. Crap. I can't stay here. I can't stay here. Come on, detection. Thank you. See, the main issue with Stalin is it has improved pen angles on battle cruiser guns. You really can't angle to it, and it has battle cruiser guns. Yeah, he's drifted into the side, but I don't think I'm going to catch him with any bombs. I got him with one.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Once again, 20% fire chance, my ass.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Jesus Christ, why is everyone up here?
Awaiting instructions.
Jesus Christ. That Gearing's doing pretty good, but like he's got no help anymore. Nah, I thought he was going to turn in a little more.
Awaiting instructions. on fire. Problem solved, sir.
I'm gonna do this just to be safe. Ow. That's Stalingrad. Such a fair and balanced ship. I'm getting annoyed. Like, my AP was not working. Stalin's works from across the map, guided by the hand of Stalin himself. Like, he had to have scored some citadels there at long range. And, like, Golden Lion doesn't have the best armor, but it's a shitload better than Zhao's. That Zhao should have taken citadels there. Like, it should have taken citadels. There's no way I did not land shots into its citadel. I get it's a bit of a wonky shape, but still, there's no way I didn't hit it. Like, that is the thing that makes me kind of want Stalingrad. Just the fact that, one, its AP has improved pen angles, and two, its AP is Russian, thus better than everyone else's to begin with. I wouldn't be surprised if these guns had comparable AP pen to, like, the French 430s. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? I'm going to check, because I can, and there's no one watching anyway, so I don't have to... Well, there might be someone watching, I just can't see. They're not chatting, so I can't see. USSR, Premium, Cruiser, Stalingrad, France, Battleship, Republique. Okay, no, it is worse than Republique. Let's, Japan, Battleship, Yamato. That's better than... It's not as good as Yamato. Good job, Russia. This one I'm almost certain of, but I'll try it anyway. Below 10 kilometers, it's better than Schlieffen. So those are 305s with penetration better than 420s. USA, Montana. Oh, Montana's a little closer. Stalingrad outperforms it at about 7 kilometers and has about performance parity with it out until around 13 kilometers-ish. Like, this is what I mean by it's Russian, thus its AP is better. And if you want to check any of these numbers for yourself, World of Warships Fitting Tool has a nice artillery chart. You can put literally anything you want into it. But let's just, for comparison's sake, come to Premium Japanese Yoshino. 310 millimeter guns. Yeah, they perform far worse. Stalingrad's 305s at Let's see if I can find a more rounded number. Yeah, 13. Pen, 521 millimeters of armor. Yoshino at that same range is 380. It's almost 200 millimeter difference. And like I know the argument is, oh, barrel length, muzzle velocity, and all that. Well, okay. Where were these guns then? If the Russians were capable of building guns this powerful, with AP this potent, why did the British not buy the design? Why did the Americans not buy the design? Keep in mind, they were on friendly terms prior to World War II. 1928, they would have still been on pretty friendly terms. Plus, we're looking at 950. Yoshino, not Yamato. To 836. That constitutes a almost 200 millimeter difference in pen. And this is 870 millimeter muzzle velocity with 330s. And cruiser, Marseille. Let's see if I can find 13 kilometers again. 439 millimeters of pen. Compared to Stalin's 521. So about 80 millimeters less pen from larger guns with not a huge velocity difference. Russian AP is BS. I think that's something we can all agree on. Like, literally one of the gimmicks to the French cruisers, like their regular cruisers, like Henri here, is that these 240s have more AP penetration than comparable, what would be comparable 240s from another nation. Except the Dutch, because these are the exact same guns as found on John DeWitt. Petro outperforms these guns with 220s. It has become the Russian gimmick to have the best AP rounds on their cruisers. Middle of the team. Man, that achievement does not matter. He's getting a Blaze-Well. I'm sorry, Wargaming. Combat Scout should mean the gearing is at least up here in terms of score. Like, you cannot tell me that gearing did not do more than I did for the win. But detailed report, 13,000 damage, probably almost all from the fire on the Alabama that it let burn. Okay. I'm gonna try not to be annoyed, but like, you shouldn't have to keep in mind that a cruiser 17 kilometers away has your broadside. Actually, if I can catch this in time. I don't think I did. I was gonna check Golden Lion's armor. I want to see what Stalingrad just penned. But probably more than it should have. That's for sure. Ooh, funky matchmaking. So they have an extra destroyer. Why Wargaming? Why?
Let's give them a hard time.
Fijne feestdagen.
I really hope our
Tijd om
midway
de
is not an
vreugde
idiot.
te verspreiden. Kom op, mijn oude stoomboot doet meer knopen dan dat.
Nah, I won't try to backseat game. If our midway isn't trying to spot DDs much, and I can tell, I might start getting at him, but for now, I won't backseat game any. Sakuryu, come this way. Your planes are nice and tasty. Crunchy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. Aww. It's going after the Minotaur. He didn't even attack it. Coward. Oh, this is a big map. Oh, hey, a Petro. I was just talking about you, little buddy. I can't shoot over this island. I'm hoping to get some supporting shots in from this direction. That fighter is really cramping my style. I think I just dropped that on the island. No? Okay. Could I have camera control, please? I pushed shift and it did nothing.
I owe you one.
Hey, Nappy. Two battle cruisers just chilling. I don't have the range the Nappy does. Air spotted for a moment. Didn't spot the plane's back, but you know. Yugama, why? What are you doing? What are you... Why? Why are you doing this?
Capture that area. Torpedoes, astern. Awaiting instructions.
Yeah, that one's gonna miss.
Mark the allied target.
Enemy destroyer detected.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Love to know what I'm getting snagged on.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Tasty.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
I was not expecting him to get spotted again. It's not gonna work, but it might.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. Enemy destroyer sighted.
That Conqueror looks at me and loads AP. This is gonna hurt.
Cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected. All stations, protect that target. Enemy battleship detected. Provide anti-aircraft fire support. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Ow.
Ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Well, that's a pretty nice little hit. Hopefully that was still locked on. Hey, Nappy. Nah, island.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah. Nappy, that does not help. He is way too close.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, direct front. Confirmed penetration. Awaiting instructions. Airborne.
Huh. There's gonna be more torpedoes coming in.
Problem solved, sir.
Did as much as I could. The Conqueror still has a 3D printer, so, you know. Yep, there it goes.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I couldn't have done much better. I mean, 190k and almost 2.5 million potential damage. I basically played a battleship game here.
The enemy is about
Like,
to win.
that Napoli was not as much help as he thought he was. And our CV really needed to deal with that daring. Completely remove their destroyers from the equation. Yeah, he's not going to get that attack away. Or he's going to get it off, but he's not getting any of those planes back. Pop. He got the Vermont. All that's really done is buy time, because ain't no way Seattle is winning a fight against a Petro, a Salem, and a Conqueror. Yep. Stalingrad is getting farmed from his little island over here. If you had left your guns pointed at him, Stolly.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And our midway is being useless. Like,
The enemy team is taking
you see how the Hakuryu has pulled forward? And is still in a pretty safe location, but has pulled forward? Yeah, that's what our midway should have done to help support the team. I get carriers are big, slow, unarmored boxes. But you're making it so much harder to support the team by playing from so far away because your planes have flight time. Your planes have a flight time that is longer than the shell flight time of the ships that will be shooting back at you. Which is also partially why I will always laugh at people being like, but carriers can attack you from any angle. Yeah, but they have to take a long time to get there. And you've probably seen the planes. Whether you can do something about them or not's a different story, but... yeah, our midway was kinda trash. Boo. I did what I could. I think if I had dealt a little more damage to the Daring, that would have been... the Daring or the Vermont, that probably would have been a Confederate. 56k there. A lot of that was on the Conqueror, but it still counts. Just counting fire damage at all. This will help counteract the 0 fire damage game I had. I legitimately had a 0 fire damage game. It was the first battle I recorded. And not because it was 0 damage. It was literally the first battle where I was like, yeah, I'll keep track. And then I didn't get a single fire. 5-3. It's not terrible. I am running really low on these signals. And they're almost a necessity for playing Golden Lion. Because, like, you can't really take this. I mean, you can, but you're literally giving up 20% reload rate and 25% HP on your bombers. Your gimmick. This is like a minute and a half reload without that. Like, it's hard to give up. Was that a new record for Golden Lion? I think it was. My average is now 100k. I like this ship. Though, I think, given I have no viewers on YouTube, one viewer on Twitch, who I don't even know who it is because they never chat, they're just always here. It's probably myself somehow. Don't know if Twitch counts myself in the dashboard as watching my own stream. Who knows? I don't know how Twitch works. But yeah, with that, it's almost 4 p.m. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm gonna go get supper and end the stream. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you on the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow. I really need to make up for lost days if I'm gonna make it to 150 this year. See you all next stream.